Chimaev though has got. He's the reason why I feel like he can be a star. 185 and 170. He's bouncing back and forth
like it's nothing. And honestly, he looks better at 185.
Yeah,
he does. He looks.
What are we going to do with him? What are they going to do with him?
They can put him wherever he wants. Come on, if he cranks off a couple more, wins, be it in the 170 pound or the 185, you're talking about a guy that he could be in the top 10 in each weight division and could go back and forth. Going back and forth is not something anyone is usually in a position to say, I want to do that. This kid, we don't care.
Can you pull up Damian Maia where he is in the rankings? Is he like top 10 still? Let's see here.
Welterweight, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he'd be 170.
Way to keep up, Dave.
I mean, you're saying he's jumping around? I don't know.
Not Damian Maia.
No.
No. I'm talking about Damian Maia where he's at. He's in welterweight.
Chimaev is
jumping around.
No, I know.
Damian Maia.
He's number 7.
Once again, try to keep up, Dave.
Yeah, see, look, if he wins, he's beating the 7th ranked guy in the UFC's ranking.
I feel like he should stay at 70, and then when the boat sinks, go to 85. I just feel like I mean you can do the heavier weight class and then try to cut down. He's young. What is he? 26. Good God. Ugh. It's like another. And I don't want to compare him to Nemkov, but I'm saying like the in terms of talent wise and being young, 26 years old. We have Nemkov and Bellator. They got Chimaev here, and but it's nice. I like the fact that he's bouncing from weight class to weight class and making it look
Eastern
easy.
Europeans, dude.
But it's gonna be hard for him to keep doing that when he gets to the upper group of guys. There's gonna be a lot more damage. Some of those guys will stop the takedowns. Let's see who he has in 185. Here, let's make an argument, John. Let's go 185 and let's do 170, and let's see which guys, based off of what we know of him now. What do you think? Okay. I think at 185, there's obviously Izzy. There's Whitaker, Paulo Costa, Jared Cannonier, and then there's Jack Hermanson.
Okay.
Is it Hermanson? Hermanson. And then Yoel Romero, Darren Till, Derek Brunson. I mean, I could see him possibly fighting like Kelvin Gastelum or Derek Brunson next.
Okay, I could see Derek Brunson.
Keep him away from Uriah Hall and Weidman. I feel like he's ready, I think, for that Kevin Gastelum level. Let's see. That Kevin Gastelum, Derek Brunson, Darren Till level. Those 3 guys. Yoel Romero is just a different beast, man. You just never know. Like Yoel Romero and him. I mean, I think that's down the road, but Yoel's not getting any younger either. So
yeah, I'm telling you right now, I think he beats Yoel Romero.
Ooh,
yeah, man. Look, Yoel's getting older, and he doesn't do things the same now. He's doing the same thing as a Tyrone Woodley and trying to wait, and there's just not that anticipation that there was before when he would explode. So. And when you look at 26, this kid he's fast, he's explosive, he's got phenomenal timing, he's accurate. Look at the shot. Dude, that shot he hit the kid for shirt with. I mean, it was on the button.
Yeah.
Okay, that's called accuracy because it was a straight right hand. Yep. Nothing. It was beautifully thrown. Watch the drive through his legs off of it, and it was short and sweet, and that's called being accurate. And I just looking right now, I'm looking at the 185s, and I see 2 guys in the top 5 I think he could beat.
Really?
Yeah. Just being
You think he beats Yoel? I don't think he beats Yoel.
I think he could beat Yoel, and I think he could beat Hermanson.
Not Jared?
Jared, I'm not too sure because Jared's got bombed. He has the proverbial Josh Thompson dogs.
He's got dogs in his hands, baby.
Okay, and that can always be the difference maker right there. But I don't know. Something about the kid, and it all comes down to the whole thing that we talk about. The kid's got confidence.
Yeah.
And when you're young and you think nobody can beat you, you're dangerous until someone proves you wrong.
You think he beats Whitaker?
Not right now.
Not right now. All right, let's go to 70. Let's see who we got in 70. I mean, you can see him and Masvidal.
You could see him in Masvidal. I don't think that's a fight. George is slick on his feet, and George sets things up very well in the stand up, and he'll see things early in the fight, and he'll go back to them and create a trap that the guy falls for, and then he takes advantage of later on in it. But Stephen Thompson is a guy you can look at and say, okay, there's one right there. He's ahead of Damian Maia. And look, as I've seen, Stephen causes problems for a lot of guys, but this kid is not afraid of getting in with his hands, and his wrestling is good.
Yeah.
And it's the transition that he makes someone think he's doing something. He didn't do it tonight, obviously, but he makes someone think that he's going after these shots, and their hands are coming, and all of a sudden, man, they're off their feet. He transitions into the takedowns beautifully. He sets them up. At least that's what I've seen in his first 2 fights. So, I mean, I don't know. There's guys in that top 10 I think he takes care of right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's got a cleaner road to the title at 170. I agree with you. If he beats Damian Maia, which I think will be his toughest task in that group of guys, Michael Chiesa has been looking pretty good lately.
Chiesa's been looking good, but
good. T Wood doesn't.
But be honest, you think Dos Anjos would beat him at this point?
No.
Why?
No, I don't think so. But Vicente Luque, he looks pretty good.
I love Vicente Luque.
He looked good.
He's good.
He's good. I mean, that would make for a fun fight, but then he'd have to go backwards after he beats Damian Maia. He'd have to go backwards. That doesn't make any sense if he beat Damian Maia. I mean, I wouldn't lie. I honestly, Stephen Thompson's one of those guys that he poses threats for a lot of people, but I agree with you that the wrestling pedigree is there for him to take Stephen down. He's got to just make sure that let me go backwards, is that we don't know. We're basing everything off of basically 6 minutes in the fucking cage.
First off, I do know because where he comes from and what he's done. Okay.
It's not easy.
Man, the wrestling there, and you just see what he's done in his first couple fights. It says, yep, he's one of those guys. He's got it. He's got that style. He technically he doesn't overpower people. He out techniques them. You watch his setup. You watch how he turns the corner when he's taking someone down. It's just all the things you go, he's not even exerting any real energy.
No.
He's just using good technique, and he's just fast, and he sets it up perfectly, and he's going to be a load, man.
Are we looking at the next Jon Jones?
Could be, man. This kid has got, he figure out he's what, 6'2".
Careful what you say, John, because people. This is on video. They'll call this back. This didn't age well. This didn't age well. I want to let you know. No, I don't want to toot people's horns too much, too fast. 9-0. I get where he comes from. I get that he's talented. I get what he's done so far. I love the fact that he's bouncing from 70 to 85. I love that. I love the fact that UFC is willing to take the chance on him and let him do that, because they've told other fighters in the past, absolutely can't do it.
And they're letting him go, man.
And they're just letting him do
Which
it. And
makes them smart.
Yes, it makes it fun. It makes it fun for the fans. I want to watch now. I want to see what's next for him. Because if it was just 170 and they said, no, he had to fight at 170, I'd be like, all right, okay, I get it. But the fact that he's bouncing from up and down, and having success the way he's having success, I'm a fucking fan now. And I was a fan after, not after his first fight, but his second fight. His first fight was dominant. I get it. But the second fight, he showed a little bit more anyways. And then this fight, I was just like, wow. Like, I know he just threw one punch and the fight was over. But it was the way it was, like you said, you guys are sitting at home, you're like, oh, he threw the punch in Atlanta. I'm like, yeah, but you know what I saw? I saw exactly what John talked about, what you did, is that there was no load up. He just turned the hip and the hand came straight out right on the button. And it was clean.
And it was solid. Did you see Gerard's head and that hydrostatic, that shock, that boom?
Yep.
And you go, oh, he's done.
Yeah.
And he fell like, the building came down. That's what happens when the brain is shut off.
When you're watching fights like that, and when someone, here's the thing, the punch landed right on the cheek, in the face, and like a little bit inside the nose. those are hard to get finishes off of. If he had clipped him right on the chin or right on the temple or like right behind the ear, we'd be like, oh, okay, perfectly placed, da-da-da. You know, he took the punch right square in the face, on the cheek, right next to the nose. Those are hard to get finishes off of. Like, guys, they'll break their orbital before they actually go down sometimes. This guy just clipped him, boom, done. Fight was over. I'm very impressed. I'm not ready to crown him the Jon Jones, but I wanted to bring it up and see if I could get you to say something that will bite you in the ass later on.
100% agree. Okay.